My name is Patrick Butler. I'm a reporter with Radio Canada, French CBC service. I think one of the interesting issues about transit, and we talked about it at our table a little bit, is the whole idea of, there's a, I don't think people in St. John's have bought into transit in a way that they have in other places. And how do you incentivize and kind of get rid of that stigma that surrounds transit in a place like St. John's?
So you're talking about changing a culture that right now, one of the staff members who we lean on heavily for marketing and promotion, who's very great, often refers to it as the loser cruiser. So, we need to start there. He doesn't do it publicly. Um, but, I think you, first of all, need to look at where it came from, I think. And my sense is that this perception of the bus comes from the fact that we, for a long time, have been considered a poor city, poor region, relative to the rest of Canada for sure. And once you're able to take control of your own destiny by buying a car, that shows that, well, I'm not going to take the bus anymore because that's for someone who doesn't have control of their own destiny. They're not used to being in a larger center where, as Kirsten kind of referred to earlier, or maybe it was Ian, about if it's hard to get into the center, then it makes a whole lot of sense to use a bus. It's not so much on cost. I think there's an evening out perception individually now. When we talk about millennials, it's cooler to use lower cost options in your life because it's I think the signaling aspects of wealth are not as important anymore. And so we can kind of lean on that. I think what we've been trying to do, one of the small decisions like that Ian refers to sometimes, is we're trying to put more emphasis on existing marketing budget to convey a different message. And what we're doing is we're promoting what Kirsten refers to, which is the most useful and most useful routes, but also to say using targeted advertising online, where most people are these days, to say by knowing where you are, like really targeting down to, I think it's even more accurate than a postal code. Say you'll see an ad that says the bus to the mall leaves from a stop that's a 3-minute walk from where you are in 5 minutes, and it'll only take 15 minutes to get there. The intent isn't so much that they go, oh God, I got to get out of here. It's to say, oh, I didn't realize that it's actually that convenient to use the bus. So maybe I'll use it next time. And although if you click on that, you can actually buy the pass right there and run out the door. So I think it's going to be things like that. But also what David has referred to is let's get more attention to the system we have today. Talk about it more, maybe put out some more ambitious plans, but certainly convey in a more normalized way that there is a system already here. It's actually quite good, believe it or not, and give it a try. And part of that is going to be by our initiative that we're looking at now is to get younger people on the bus, probably high school students, maybe free pass, so that when they get out, well, first of all, we're looking at them as now they want to be more independent from their parents, but they can't yet drive. That's a perfect time for them to try out the bus. And the point that I always make is that when I go to another city, I am very reluctant to hop on that bus because I don't want to be that guy who's trying to figure out, how much do I pay? Oh, I don't have cash. Can I use my credit card? It's like, well, get on the bus. People, I think that was actually a very small but massively impactful step in the process of getting you on a bus. Get rid of the fear, and that can start at an early age.